Hello and welcome to the Saturday morning live stream where we talk about all different things tech here. I appreciate you guys all stopping by, spending part of your Saturday here. If you're new, welcome. And to the regular folks, thank you again for being here. Today, we're going to try to keep it I got to make it a little tighter stream. I got some stuff going on. And just a heads up, I will not be able to stream next week, which is, what date is that? But will not be here to stream on Saturday the 28th, but I'll be back the day after 4th of July. So on July 5th, we'll be doing a stream. And if you guys didn't know, on July 8th, Amazon Prime Days start. So we'll talk about some of the deals then, what's coming up, and also, but let's dive into the chat. We'll see what everybody's up to today. And let me know if you guys have any questions, anything going on, tech questions that you want to talk about. Being hopefully a little shorter stream today. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. I did want to find out how many people have purchased the new Switch 2 or are looking at doing it. And if you have purchased one of the new Switch 2s, what games are you playing and which ones would you recommend? And the reason I'm asking is that I picked up a Switch 2 to use with an upcoming video. I will be doing a video on a projector, and this projector, I will be using a 180-inch screen. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to play some super-sized Super Mario. Well, it's not super, it's just Mario Kart. So it'll be super-sized Mario Kart. So yeah, we'll be doing a video on that. So I've started playing Nintendo Switch for the first time in a long time, and I'm interested in seeing who else is playing one, what kind of games you're recommending, and all that. And let me know if you have any questions, because I am thinking about making a video on it. Share some thoughts on why I would recommend these and why I would not recommend one. I can't do all smart home stuff all the time. If you know my channel, I can't stay focused on just the smart home. I got to wander into other areas. So anyways, let's dive in the chat and bring any questions you guys may have. We'll try to keep this stream around 45 minutes today. Break time, welcome. Thank you for being here today. You got a hot day going on. Wow. Oh my God, up 100 plus. Channel for fans. It's good to see you here too. I'm going to try to be a little quicker in the comments. I could be kind of bad about that. But yeah, you got another busy day going. Definitely busy. Got the meal all planned out. Awesome. I appreciate you being here. And William, good morning to you and hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And I saw, let's see, yeah, John brings up linked. Whoa, did I lose Wi-Fi? What's going on here? My stream is scrolling. I don't know if we are offline or what. Let me try going and seeing. I've been having some Wi-Fi issues, some internet issues around here, so I just want to see that we are still running okay. And let's see. Okay. Okay, there we go. It is up and going. So, John brings up the linked and Matter smart light bulb. I haven't used those yet. Tunable white, 60 watt equivalent. Yep, they are all HomeKit and they cost $5 each. Let's take a look at those and see what they look like. I'm always skeptical of really inexpensive smart bulbs. But I've also heard some good stuff about this brand though too. Let's see, we got the Matter version here at $5 a smart bulb. That is a good price. I'm curious with them, and great thing is that you can always return them if you're not satisfied. Take a look though, see if that promo code helps you out at all. You know, personally, I would yeah, I don't know. I would take a look and see. Let us know what you think about them, because the specs are on point. It's what you kind of expect from a lot of these lights. You know, 60 watts, the equivalent output of a 60-watt bulb is typically 800 lumens. What I found with a lot of bulbs is they may do white light well, but then they're not great with color. So that I'm curious how they do with color for you. So definitely let us know. What I've used, the bulbs that I'm most impressed with right now are the Cara smart bulbs. And let's see where they're at. And if you look right here, purchased February 2025. So I did buy these myself. They weren't sent to me. They have a color version, and they have the white version. And I purchased one of each. The thing I like about this is it's a 75 watt equivalent bulb. So it is brighter than everything else that I've compared it with. And I've shot a video doing a side-by-side comparison with these Aqara bulbs next to the Nanoleaf Essential bulbs, which have great white light, and Philip Hue bulbs. And these are definitely the brightest out of the whole bunch. Right behind me, this is the RGB version, and it does color well. It does nice saturated color well, but the white light out of it is really nice. This one in the corner is the, wait, no, that's not it. That's not the white light one. This, yeah, just the one behind me is the Aqara bulb there. And I'll show you guys, actually, I don't know if it'll even be worth showing because it'll wash out my camera. But yeah, here is green. You know, I'm shining this on a dark gray wall, so it's a little hard to tell there. I would say these bulbs, their strength is in the blue range is definitely the best with them. And when it comes to white light, there's very warm, there's a cool white, and a medium white in there. So it's got a good range in there. But I would say it's a very balanced light. You know, it's not $5 a bulb, but it is a very balanced light. One of the things I like about this Aqara bulb is that, let me just put it back into my video look. The thing I like about this Aqara bulb is that you can either hook it up with matter and thread, so without putting it in the Aqara app at all, and it works well. But I like using it with one of the Aqara hubs because it will use Zigbee, and Zigbee is so reliable. You know, I try to avoid Wi-Fi bulbs at this point just for a more reliable connection. And I found even Zigbee seems more reliable than Thread at times. Like Thread, Thread stuff I find still gets a little temperamental at times. So it really, you know, matter makes something basically universal between the assistants, but how it's connecting beyond that is the question to ask. Is it using Thread or is it using Wi-Fi? Or in this case, you can use Zigbee on Zigbee also. So a Zigbee bulb, Thread bulb, you know, $20 for a bulb, I think is okay when it comes to a good bulb. Good morning, Rhett, Jack Steiner. He's one of our channel members. And, oh, sorry. so I'm looking ahead. Jack Steiner is one of our channel members, and we had our member stream before this one. It's at 8:15 a.m. each PDT, PT, however you want to say it, every Saturday. So if you would like to join us for that smaller member stream, you can become one of our channel members. So thank you, Jack, or Rhett, for being a channel member. I think you accidentally, A word, John. What did I say? I'm confused there. Thank you, Adam, for being here. I appreciate it. And Len, good to see you here in Vegas. Stay warm. That's the only option there. No, stay cool. ABC Gaming, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Larry, good to see you here. Uh-oh, someone's stirring the pot. Uh-oh. So, Illinois, we're 88. God, humidity. I don't like humidity at all. And hey, we got another William. William in Ontario, Canada. Thank you for being here. Hey, Craig, I have a Samsung. Which Samsung? Oh, are you Samsung? I have a Samsung. I'm like, I'm confused. Adam, no Switch 2 here. My daughter just got an Xbox. See, I've been a long time Xbox player myself. Last Nintendo I owned prior to this Switch, which to be honest, I didn't play a lot, was the last Nintendo was like the Nintendo NES or Super NES. I don't know. I went PlayStation for PS2 and then switched over to Xbox because they had Halo and I could play Call of Duty with my brother. But yeah, that's, and then just stuck with Xbox. And now I pretty much do just PC gaming only. And my daughter, she loved her Switch. She's like, I don't want to play on an Xbox. I love the Switch. I don't want to learn how to play on a PC. Yeah, I'm not interested in a PC. I had to build a new PC because someone took over my PC in our garage hangout space. Yeah, my daughter is now a PC gamer. She refuses to play on the Xbox. She's like, I don't want to play on a console anymore. I love PC gaming. So, but yeah, I'm Team Xbox for years. I realized I've been playing Call of Duty on Xbox for over 15 years now. So, William, hey Craig, Nintendo Switch 2 is a great addition to my smart home. My family and I love it, especially when it comes to all the Mario games. Makes family time worthwhile. Very cool. Yeah, Mario Kart. That is an awesome family game. You know, there's no thinking required for it. You don't need to be a gamer. You know, you can pop off one of the controllers, hand it to a family member, and they basically tell them this one button is going to make you go. Just keep holding that one, steer, and then you could throw turtle shells or whatever using the other one. That's it. And no thinking required with it. So yeah, Nintendo is great for those family games. I just miss that they don't have any Call of Duty games on there. So Nick, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, just ordered McDelivery, having a lazy day. That is a lazy day. I will give you that. I have not done McDelivery, so very cool. The one I could not bring myself to do is the one thing I could not bring myself to do is have Taco Bell delivered. I think that is the worst traveling food possible. Hey, channel for fans. Sorry I was cutting out. I wasn't able to read your whole comment in there. I did put it up. I got to make sure I keep the stream a little tighter today. Oh yeah, that's it, Lynn. I was like, yeah, last week. Yeah, anytime I brought up Apple, it was Samsung. Now you bring up Nintendo Switch, it's Samsung. It's all Samsung. So thank you, Len. Let's see, channel for fans. My Acer laptop keeps going black for some reason while it was loading to head on to the desktop. Is there any solution you can help me with that? When it comes to PCs, I am not the person to ask about that. The screen going black, That the only thing I would wonder is if, is it potentially hardware issues, or does it need a software update? And if there are any PC users that can help or experience that problem, let me know. The only thing I use my PC for is gaming, so I know nothing about it, about PCs, so I'm horrible for that. Brian, PlayStation all day, except I skipped the PS4 in protest to paying for online multiplayer. Now I'm back in the PS5. So, yep, that's see, and it's interesting with a lot of these cross-platform games. A lot of people have switched over from PlayStation. I mean, not from PlayStation, from PC gaming back to console gaming. So to use controllers for the little extra advantage that aim assist can provide on a controller. So yeah, that's one of those that I hooked up my Xbox. Xbox Series X, whatever it is, and that it felt so weird to get back on to controllers. But I did notice there was some little extra help with some of the aiming going on using a controller. And David, thank you very much. Please consider joining Craig's membership. Get behind the scenes, member only videos, and Craig's Discord channel where we talk about not just smart tech. We got AI, Legos, cars, and 3D printing. Yeah, we got some different channels in there for people to share thoughts on it, on different things there. So thank you, David, for the advertisement for becoming a channel member. I definitely appreciate it. You can become a channel member by basically clicking the join button on any video you're watching. I think even on the stream, it'll show. Let's see. I never look. Click on the stream. Yeah, underneath it says join. So if you want to help support the channel, it's $4.99 a month. Do a member stream pretty much every weekend. And we got the Discord on there, which I'd love to see it be more active. At times, I'm not good about posting as much as I should, so I'm trying to be better myself. I tend to make videos, do live streams, and then run away and hide. I go back into my closet and hide, and then come out, make a video, and then go back in. So, Larry, hey Craig, have you played around with Home Assistant? I just purchased a Lenovo M73 ThinkCenter for $14 on eBay, so I can get an inexpensive Zigbee device in the Apple Home. Yeah, I've set it up, but I haven't started using it yet. Yeah, that is, I haven't started using it yet. Have you got yours set up? Are you dialed in yet with it? Yeah, that is very cool, man. I want to start using it because, yeah, it would be great to get non-supported devices into Apple Home. It also looks like with Home Assistant, some of the some of the different automation options could be nice to work with. Yeah, but unfortunately, I keep kicking that project down the road. I have my Raspberry Pi built up. I just haven't got my hard drive situation dealt with yet to get it up and going. William, since I was 7 years old, I've owned every single console out there, and they're still in working condition. That's impressive. Yeah, the fact they're all in working condition. Yeah, that is, and that's a lot of consoles to have. Very cool. And William, hey Craig, usually when the screen goes black on a PC, it's either they need to reinstall the software again, or there's a glitch between the monitor and the actual processor. That's where I wondered, yeah, I mean, I guess it really could only be one of those two things, hardware or software. So yeah, look, I would check for, like William saying, see if there's a software update or do a reinstall for it and see if that helps you out. David, in the UK, we've been warned to have Imodium on standby after having a Taco Bell. Yeah, it's not meant for the not meant for your system. You guys aren't fine-tuned yet for the bell. So John, I love PC games in Austin. They're having the biggest video game in the world, games in the world today. They're using, gamers in the world. They're using Counter-Strike. Yeah, it's crazy how esports have become a thing that, esports gamers are rock stars. Yeah. God, I can't get words out. It's crazy that you could fill a stadium or an arena with gamers and have people watching. It's like, who would have thought that, 10 years ago? Yeah, 3D printing. Hey, Dum Dum, welcome. 3D printing. I haven't used my printer in the past 4 months because we got cats that we had to keep separated from our other cats. And we've finished our garage out, so the hangout space. So the cats would stay out there at night, and they started chewing up my filament and chewing on things on my 3D printer. So I haven't printed anything in a while, which drives me crazy. I would love to get a new 3D printer because mine feels so slow next to some of the things that I'm seeing. But having a 3D printer, you can do all kinds of cool things, man. If you guys don't know, there are sites like, what is it? Thingiverse. Notice regarding data breaches. Cool. Ooh, what is that? Okay, that's just junk. Deny. There's websites like Thingiverse that you can search up, all different things, and print them out. There's so many people have done the work to creating things. There's Things, which is another one that you can go and print out. I mean, what is this? Print out a droid kit, print out all the stuff for you, mask, you name it. Echo mounts, there's so many different things that people have done. For me, I've printed out, one of the things, here's my little tray that I printed out for building Legos. So and it kind of goes together like little puzzle pieces. So you can customize it. But yeah, this is my little tray to organize Lego parts when I'm building, so I don't have to be at my desk. But yeah, you could find pretty much anything. Someone's made a drawing for it already, and you just load that drawing up and print it out. So it's not difficult to get into it, especially if you get some of these newer printers, just so hands off. William, one thing, and I've actually noticed when you are a PC gamer, after a year that PC has become obsolete if you're not used to upgrading your internal components on a computer on a yearly basis. Yeah, it really depends on how well you build that first machine. But yeah, like the machine I'm using, yeah, it was $2,400 for it, to build that. And the one that my daughter's playing on, I built that one like 3 years ago and paid about the same for it. It's the graphics cards. It's $1,000 graphics card in that one, $1,000 one in this one, and those are actually a deal now. The card I have, I think to get is like $1,500 at this point to get it. But the nice thing about a console is everything gets written to work within that console, and that console is going to be around 10 years. So yeah, that is the tough part. My daughter doesn't realize how good she has it. The fact she's able to do a steady 150 frames per second, playing Call of Duty. That it's like you don't realize you're driving a sports car there. Let me put you on something that you can afford. No, so and it would not be that fast. But yeah, that's a big difference. You spend $600 on a console and you're good for 10 years. You spend $2,500 on a PC and you'll get 5 years out of it because those games just keep moving. But the nice part is you can swap out components. It's visually, though, a lot of times some of the, well, not, it's less so now, but like, yeah, just the high frame rate gaming has been nice. Yeah, maybe a loose cable. Hopefully, could be something as simple as that. Actually, hopefully, it's just software related. Larry, I haven't set it up yet. I'm going to install it today, but I had to update the Windows BIOS on it, and that was a pain to get that done. So, going to install today. Have the Zigbee dongle. Yeah, the little. Did you get the little blue Zigbee dongle? I got one of those, but haven't set that up yet. Dum Dev, I want to get my printers on an outlet that I can turn on and off automatically. Also use different color lights for when print's done and stuff. Yeah, yeah, I'm curious, like, what would be the best way to do something like that? I mean, the smart switch would be easy to do, but I could picture using a vibration sensor, that, let's see. Yeah, you put a vibration sensor on it so that when you stop, when the printer stops moving, it can trigger a routine or an automation to have it change a light a different color. Another option is, yeah, see, you could get something if you're doing Zigbee. Since we're talking about Zigbee, you can connect up $18 Zigbee sensor. Oh, and it has you could even use a siren on that one. So vibration. But yeah, that you got some different options that would be kind of cool. You could even use like a door sensor for something like that, so that when the bed goes back to a resting position, it triggers. Yeah, that might not work as well. But now, John, I love Home Assistant for devices and all. Uh, I'm not too. Oh, I'm not too good for automations. Yeah. Do you still ever use Google Home? Thoughts on the system? No, I realize I only have so much time and attention to spend on stuff. So for me, it was splitting the time between Echoes and Apple Home. And Google, it felt like that Google's kind of come in and out of their devices. Like, I don't know, it seems like they add features and then they do nothing for a while, and then they'll add stuff and then do nothing. So but I like Google smart displays. I think they've done it better than Amazon, and it's just a better looking interface. And I think it's probably it definitely has more strength if you use other Google services and if you're an Android user too. Channel for fans. I also have an alternative laptop, which is an HP ProBook. I think it's the latest model that I got for Christmas of 2024. Very cool. Yeah, it's good to have multiple devices. So, David, when I've seen 3D printing, lots of plastic seems to go to waste in some cases. Can you melt it down again to use? No, not really. Yeah, it depending on what you're printing, like certain things, like say you were to print out a mask, and depending on the angles you put it at, there's supports that are needed to be printed out to support the shape that it's printing. And then you snap those supports out and you end up with a chunk of plastic that you're like, where's this go? And I think even that plastic isn't even recyclable plastic. It becomes kind of a waste. Yeah, I haven't made too many things that required supports, But yeah, depending on the stuff you print, if it can't be printed flat, you could have a lot of wasted plastic popping out supports. John, with Home Assistant, I just put my Ring cameras in HomeKit. See, and that was the big reason I wanted to get mine set up. I have I have Hoobs, but then at some point the connection was broken. I just never bothered putting it together. Tony. Hey, Tony, welcome. Hi, Craig. Hope you're well. After watching your review on the SwitchBot Hub 3, I ordered one. As I'm in New Zealand, it takes a while to arrive. Hopefully earlier this week. Can't wait. Yeah, what's your plan on using it? What do you see? What's your primary use for it? I'm curious what pushed you over. Is it to use with SwitchBot devices, or is it more for controlling Apple Home? Let us know. Anyone still playing Sims on their PC? My daughter plays Sims on a MacBook Air every once in a while, but not as much as she used to. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Hey, Bill, welcome. I'm at the Midwest Rep Rap Festival, aka MRRF, in Goshen, Indiana, checking out all things 3D printing. Very cool. How long are you there for? And is that festival, is it primarily 3D printing? I'm not familiar with it, but good to see here. And Bill is the one that definitely helps keep the stream on track. It makes me realize I'm not. Okay, there we go. Now I'm switched over to the right Discord channel, and I would have seen that Bill had already said hi over there. Craft Battle Axe. Good morning, Craig. I've received Lady A Plus early. Oh, have you received Lady A early access yet? I got mine a few days ago, and it's been a very mixed bag. It can't seem to do anything more, but it's 100% smarter. So, no, I don't have. I haven't received it yet. At this point in time, I don't have any Echo shows plugged in, so I don't know if that may be a reason that it hasn't been offered. I've also found that over the whole time I've had my channel, I have not got early access to anything from Amazon. Like when they had the Ring that came out, the Smart Ring, and some of these other devices, never got an offer for those. Yeah, and John, what happened to the AI Amazon? Haven't heard anything about it for a while. Well, the AI Lady A Plus, the term to not trigger wake word to use instead of triggering wake words and triggering a bunch of devices. Supposedly there's 1 million people using it now. And the million people are, I've heard mixed reviews about it. I've heard some people say, I think it's only like 1 or 2 comments I've seen that have said that people enjoy it. And then I've seen multiple comments saying that they don't enjoy it, that things aren't working right. And that actually reminds me, I did receive an email from someone who, and I put on my profile or on my YouTube page where the email is that I don't answer questions. It's strictly a business email. And this person still emailed me because they wanted to pass along that they got Lady A Plus. They got the email letting them know about the upgrade. Once updated, all my devices had it. Unfortunately, that only lasted 24 hours. I wrote, I would soon discover it's not compatible with smart cooking devices such as the Amazon Basics microwave. And if you don't know, Amazon released a microwave that was assistant enabled. And he goes on to say it turned a smart microwave they charged me money for into a regular microwave. After an hour on the phone with customer service, they would confirm that the new Plus version doesn't support cooking devices at this time. So they reverted me back to the original version, which restored functionality to his microwave. So if your viewers have any kind of smart cooking devices, do not upgrade. Nobody has had a video on this, but I wish they did after this nonsense. So mention it to you guys so you know that, yeah, there's certain devices aren't working now because of the upgrade. And I've seen it from multiple people. I've had multiple comments and videos of things that stopped working, that they either called Amazon to revert back to the original version, or they apparently you can ask the Lady A to delete the Plus version. So that you might be able to delete it by voice if you do have issues. If not, you might spend time on the phone with a customer service to get reverted back to the original. So that's a little disappointing to hear that that's been a problem. So, and Jean, one of our channel members, was saying that she's noticed that her devices, some of her devices, haven't been as responsive as they used to be. So I don't know if, and her contact list aren't working. So she doesn't know if she's been upgraded. So, but it makes me think that with some of the issues she's having, it's either because she has been upgraded and things aren't implemented in with the Plus version, or Amazon is kind of breaking things, trying to fix other things. So either way, it's still in that kind of questionable period. It's good to hear, Craft Battle Axe, that yours is working, well, that it's 100% smarter. It's it can't seem to do anything more, but it's 100% smarter. So mixed feelings on that is the impression that I'm getting all around when it comes to the latest upgrade. Now, William, hey Craig, question. What are your thoughts on the new Govee TV gaming sync box light strip? I have a small project coming. I'm thinking about getting it. I did see, well, if you guys don't know, the Govee has Govee Sync Box. Govee is a smart light company. They make all different kinds of smart lighting. The nice thing with them is they've started to do more Matter devices, so you can actually use them with all the smart assistants. I haven't used their sync box. Don't, I'm not sure if the sync box comes with, yes, it does come with LEDs. The thing that I noticed, and actually I'll do a, let me throw up a video for you guys that could help. Okay, sorry, I need to find the video I'm looking for. But I did watch a video of someone who recently used the sync box and their strips. I was going to share that with you guys so you can check it out. Eric Wielander, I didn't know how to spell his last name, but I did see he did a video on using the sync strips, and I'll just pause it right. Let's see if I can get that shot back. Let's mute that. I want to show you what the lights themselves look like. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing what I want to see, but then let me find it. I like the idea of the sync box for the fact that it will take, that's what I want to see. That it will take the signal. Oh, cool. It did fill the screen. It'll take the signal and it's going to represent what it sees on the screen better because it's using HDMI, which is going to be way more accurate than using a camera. Now, the thing I don't like about this as a lighting guy and my lighting eyes is the corners right here. The problem with this is it uses one solid strip, and then there's a there's a cable corner connection, and then another strip, and the little soft cable so to make the corner. So what ends up happening is you end up with dark spots in the corner because you don't have a continuous loop of LED. That's what I don't like from what I'm seeing so far. When it comes, let's see if we could see a demonstration of it. Yeah, here he's using that Govee sync box and light strips. The idea that there's multiple LEDs, or HDMIs is cool, and it will pass through. See that right there. I don't like that. And I think what I would do is I would slide them in a little bit more to try to limit that corner as much as possible so you don't end up with those dark spots. So I think I would cheat it as far as I could in to get those corners to match up as close as possible. So, but if you go too far in, then it's not going to shine on the wall as nicely. So it's kind of a toss up there. But yeah, that would be the thing that I noticed I wasn't a fan of. And actually, and seeing it in use, see those dark corners I find a little annoying to me, and I don't think you can use any other LED strips for that. So I think it's something you're kind of stuck with, and you kind of have to work around that. But anytime you can use an HDMI box instead of using instead of the camera version, because if you guys aren't familiar with it, Govee makes a lot of different versions of these strips that'll follow along with what's on the TV, but most of them are using a camera to track what's going on. TV backlights. Let's see. Here's an example. And I've used these before, and they work out pretty well, using the camera, but I think you find a little more of a delay, and the accuracy isn't as good because that camera is staring at the screen to determine what is being shown on the LED. So it works good, but I think you also introduce a little bit of lag in there doing it. The thing that looks good about the sync box that would make me consider using it too is that it can support 4K at 144 hertz. So that would be really annoying if you ran an Xbox into this that's capable of high refresh rates and then it's bogged down because the HDMI device, the box slows the whole thing down. So overall, the specs seem to be right. I just don't like the corners on it. And I don't know how bright they really are in using them. So there's a very long answer to that question. Chris, hey Craig, good morning, afternoon from a hot and humid Saturday here in NC. Remember me? Yes, Chris, good seeing you here, man. I appreciate it. I'm the Apple HomeKit Matter fanatic. Hope you and the family are doing well. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well too. And yeah, always appreciate the Apple HomeKit fanatics. It's the Apple Home fan base is growing larger and larger, and I think a lot of that is due to Amazon's approach to things and pushing some people away. And they seem to be rolling out early access to Lady 8 Plus to more people, although at the moment it only has about a third of the promised features they showcase, the rest which will come later. Yeah, and it's good they're not charging as a separate service, so that could really be an issue. In 3D printing, there's a waste, but that plastic can be recycled. Multicolor waste is an issue, but that can be mitigated as well. Better than having it shipped to you. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't realize the stuff could be recycled. But yeah, you think about that though too. Making something, if you have the leftover plastic that you aren't able to do anything with, if you ordered that same device, how many other resources would be used to get that to you? So you buy a stand or a widget or whatever. You got the person in in the Amazon warehouse, or the little robots moving the cart around. They now have to load it up. It goes into a truck to another truck and all that. So, yeah, might overall, you probably are doing less harm. Then you got the cardboard box that it came in that can be recycled. Something to think about. Let's see if I look up the term, if it actually is, will pop up. Yep. The term, something to think about, is wish cycling. Is the act of placing items into the recycling bin with the hope that they are recyclable, even if there's no certainty. I think that is a big problem out there. There's a lot of wish cycling happening. And yeah, they're realizing how much stuff doesn't actually get recycled that people think does is kind of scary. So, Brian, good morning all, and greetings from AZ. But look forward to checking out the show later. Hopefully it's worth checking out. I don't know. If it is, let's give a thumbs up to the stream, folks. Let's see. Tony, likely use the SwitchBot Pro Hub with HomeKit. Look forward to having a play. Very cool, Tony. And yeah, that's one of the things that is nice, is being able to access and trigger HomeKit scenes and devices that normally you would have to either open up your device or use voice. And I'm sorry, voice isn't always easy when you have a lot of different devices, especially if they're just named slightly different. And yeah, so it is nice to have those physical options there. David, have I missed anything? But has there not been an Apple Mac Pro since in 2019 cheese grater? Yeah, there has not been any new Mac Pros. Mac Pro, the only thing Apple sells is the cheese grater, for starting at $7,000. So you could get an M2 Ultra chip. And yeah, it sounds insane to buy one of those, unless you work in the music production, video transcoding, 3D rendering, or animation. But yeah, the $7,000 Mac Pro, really the best place that I've seen it used is with music production. When you need a device that you can plug in a bunch of physical cards into it and expand the internals that in a way that you can't with any of the other Mac lineup. I mean, really, for most people, if you want to have power that's going to be, insane power, you would go with the Mac Studio and load it up with RAM. But the only reason these pros really exist now are for people that need expansion ports, actually installing cards. But other than that, they're pretty much dead. Hey, I'm at the end of the comments right now. Thank you for asking, John. My daughter's dancing's going well. They had a recital last week. For those that don't know, my daughter does 10 dance classes a week. She has 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, one of those. And then she has 3 on Saturday. So yeah, it's insane. She loves dancing. Her competitions have gone well. And during the summer, she's going to be like a young counselor, junior counselor for dance camp. Yeah, she loves it. So that has been, dancing has definitely taken over Saturdays at times with recitals and with competitions. So that's where I haven't been able to do some of the live streams because of that. But we are at 50 minutes on this stream. Unless anybody has anything else they'd like to talk about, any questions or anything, I'm going to wrap this stream up. Next week, I'm not going to be able to stream. Got some family stuff going on. And yeah, won't be able to do that. And then I'll be back the following week on, what is that, July 5th. Yeah, July 5th will be the next regular stream. And then we should be able to carry on. So on the 5th, we could start to talk about Prime Day deals that are coming up, because we got 4 days of Amazon Prime deals. Tomorrow's video is going to be talking about the Apple TV updates, new things coming to the Apple TV, and some of the latest information on the rumored HomePod with a screen. There's been a couple other news stories, hints, things that are pointing towards a HomePod with a screen. I talk about some of that, and yeah, talk about some of that. And thank you, Dum Dum, and thank you, John. I was just laughing because I saw David's post. Please join Craig's membership. He needs to help pay for his daughter's dance classes. And I would say the member streams, like this stream, I tend to babble and share about things that are going on. But I also give some behind the scenes stuff, little insight of upcoming things. Also talk about, it's a good chance for you to bring stuff that you may want to talk about. It's a smaller group of us in the member stream. And if there's any tech support, help, or things you want to flush out, it's definitely a good chance to do that. Plus, there's always the Discord to be able to put questions and stuff into, or check out different things that are posted there. Unless Craig has a hangover from Independence Day the day before. Yeah, I'm too old for hangovers now at this point. It's just going to be, I'm in bed as early as possible. I like to stay home. But who knows? Actually, it's not hard to achieve a hangover at this point. So we'll see what 4th of July hold for us. So thank you guys for spending part of your Saturday here. I will see you on this regular stream in 2 weeks. And everyone have a great rest of your Saturday. Take care. Bye.